welcome to the Abyss Tarot T.A.T. So today we're doing your one card pull for each zodiac sign for the week ahead, okay? Since we did start Scorpio season, happy birthday to all the Scorpios out there. We are going to start with the water signs. We are going to be starting with Scorpio. And since I'm wearing my Peanuts Peanut Club sweatshirt, I'm going to be using my Peanuts Gang Tarot deck. I love this deck. I rarely use it. It's like so special, you know, it's so special to me. I don't want to like overuse it all the time, but I love this deck, especially for this season. October 31st, you know, is Halloween. November 2nd is Dia de los Muertos. So I hope you have a great week ahead, okay? So this reading is for October 27th through November 2nd, okay? October 27th through November 2nd. And, you know, like I said, I hope you have a great week. Let's see what comes out. We're starting off with the water sign, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, what is going on for you this week, Scorpio? We are in your season, so I hope you have a great week ahead. Okay, let's see. What is going on for October 27th through November 2nd for the sign of Scorpio? I just realized I don't have my microphone on. Oh, gosh. Well, I hope you can hear me, okay? I'm not wearing my microphone. Gosh darn it. Okay, let's go. Scorpio, October 27th through November 2nd. Scorpio. What is going on for my Scorpios? Scorpios. I just heard a hit dog will holler. I'm not sure what that means, but I just heard that right now, Scorpio. A hit dog will holler. What does that mean? I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna have to look and to see what that means, but that could be, you know, I don't know, something going on this week for you, right? A hit dog will holler. That has to do something with like telling, right? Like you're telling something, or you have to give some type of information. Like somebody's done something to you and you go ahead and you say it. Like you don't hold it in, I guess. Ooh, let's see what card's coming up. Oh, we have the World. Look at this. We have the World here. Completion. Card number 21. Okay, it's the last card of the major arcana. So there's a completeness of a cycle here. Okay, Scorpio. Something is ending here for you so that you can go off into a new beginning. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, another Scorpio, a Leo, or a Taurus. Okay. But something is coming to an end here for you. We do have Snoopy in the center here and all the other Peanuts Gang characters around here. So something is coming to an ending. Maybe even like if you have a pet, maybe your pet's life is ending too, because we do have the light around it. So maybe you have a pet that is crossed over. Something has come to an end here. I feel like there's things that you're not certain of, or things that you're not fully aware of. It's almost like you got this feeling of something needs to be revealed this week, or you're not sure about something. Like the information isn't quite there. Like you only have pieces of it, but you don't have all the information. So I feel like you're trying to figure out something this week. Also, I feel like your head's a little bit in the clouds this week too, Scorpio. Maybe a little bit of a challenge, because I also see like a like protecting yourself. So I feel like you're a little bit like, get away, get away, don't talk to me this week. So a little bit of that, but it could have to do with whatever you're dealing with, your feelings or emotions. Maybe, yeah, you closed out a cycle, which is good to go to a new beginnings, but sometimes endings are hard. So this ending, whatever this might be, is difficult. You know, new beginnings are great, right? But sometimes we don't want to go into a new beginning. Sometimes we're okay in that old situation. So something about this might be a little bit difficult for you. All right. Well, that is your week ahead, Scorpio. Let's go ahead and go to Cancer. Cancer, what is your week looking like? October 27th through November 2nd for Cancer. Cancer, what is your week looking like? Let me go ahead and check it off, because you see, last time I skipped over Cancer. I did not do Cancer. All right, Cancer, what is your week looking like? October 27th through November 2nd for Cancer. Cancer. Ooh, okay. The Nine of Cups in reverse wants to peek out. Oh, but we got Temperance in the reverse. Sagittarius energy. Look how cute that is. Okay, he's like very carefully pouring in the milk into the cup. Okay, so you might be dealing with a Sagittarius this week, or this is just your energy that you are in. I feel like this week you're trying to be careful, because he's trying to put it like the milk in very carefully. I feel like this week you're trying to very carefully balance your budget or your money or your spending. I feel like you're trying to be very careful about it this week. But it looks like it's not really working out that way because it is in the reverse. So it's kind of like gets blown out, or it just gets thrown away. Like whatever the plan is, it just, you know what, whatever. It's almost like, okay, everything was budgeted, and this was for this, and this was for groceries, and this was for the bill, blah, blah, blah. But then something happens, something unexpected happens, and then it's like, well, there goes that budget. So I feel like this week, that's what it is, like those careful calculations of having to budget something, and then it just gets thrown out. Like that's didn't even work out that way. I'm also getting a feeling here of like emotions spilling out, you know, maybe things you've been holding in, maybe also not having communication with someone. It's like you might reach out to them, you might have this yearning, this feeling to reach out to them, and you might call them, but the emotions or the way, you know, you talk, or you're like, why haven't you called me? Or, you know, it could be something like that where you say it like that and it just kind of goes a little bit bad. So I'm also kind of seeing Cancer maybe being a little bit careful with that, because I do feel like maybe you're going to get into contact with somebody that you're like kind of like, why I haven't talked to this person in a while, but there's also some resentment there. So kind of be careful how you know, use your words. There might be some friction there, but I do feel like there's somebody that you're going to maybe get in contact with that you haven't heard from in a while. Okay. All right. Well, that is your week, Cancer. Now let's go into Pisces. Pisces, what is your week looking like? October 27th through November 2nd. Pisces. Pisces, what is your week looking like? October 27th through November 2nd. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of vintage things here. Pisces, maybe you're going to go like shopping for vintage things or vintage clothes or vintage items. But I'm, in my mind's eye, I'm seeing a lot of vintage stuff, really pretty stuff, almost like 1940s, 1950s type stuff. So maybe you're going to get some, acquire about some, you know, buy something, right? But I'm seeing that. You might be doing that this week. But let's see what your week is looking like. October 27th through November 2nd. Feeling a shift right now in energy with you, Pisces. So there's going to be something different in your week as to what it's normally been. There's a little bit of a shift in it. Now, whether it's good or bad, I don't know. We're going to see. Pisces. 9 minutes, 19 seconds on the clock. Completion here. A cycle is changing. Something is shifting here. I definitely do feel an energy shift for you, Pisces. And the card does not want to come out. Your card is not wanting to come out. Come on, Pisces. Ooh, we're going to just be here shuffling all day for you, Pisces. What's going on? Oh, okay, there it goes. And the card says pow on it. Pow. It's like you want your card? Pow. There it is. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Oh, Pisces. What's going on? A little bit down in the dumps, right? We do have Charlie Brown. The card is in the reverse. We do have Charlie Brown falling here. He got his, basically all his wardrobe knocked off. He got his glove knocked off. He got his socks knocked off. Somebody's going to knock you off your socks. He got his shoes knocked off. His hat knocked off. I mean, it was like he fell and then everything just came flying off of him. Okay. We do have, what is this? Marcy down here in the corner studying. I think she might be Taurus. No. Or is that Scorpio? I don't know, but we have the fixed signs here. Okay, and it is in the reverse. So Pisces, this week you might be dealing with a Taurus, with a Scorpio, okay, with an Aquarius, or with a Leo, okay? Now, you know, the Wheel of Fortune, we know that it's kind of like your karma at times. It's kind of like, you know, like cause and effect, right? Like something has caused the effect of something to happen. So something's happening here where, like I said, I feel like there's a shift here for you. So maybe not too good of a shift, right? Something that's going to make you feel like your socks got knocked off. You know what I mean? But we know that the wheel isn't always up and it's always down. It's constantly going, it's constantly shifting. So right now, this week, looks like this is a week where the wheel has you a little bit upside down, a little bit down, a little bit not with things in your favor. things a little bit difficult, or where you're like, I'm hearing Charlie Brown say, good grief. So this is a week where you're probably like, good grief, what now, right? So this is, yeah, this is a little bit of a challenge week, I feel, this week for you, Pisces. We do have Marcy here with all her stack of books studying, and it is in the reverse. So again, I feel it's kind of like karma this week, kind of like lessons learned. But since it's in the reverse and Marcy has her books and they're in the reverse, I feel like maybe there's something you didn't learn, and now like this week you kind of need to redo the lesson. Like there's something here where it's almost like the universe is like, you didn't learn your lesson, or did you not see that, or did you not understand that? Now can you understand that it's difficult because of this? So there's something there where you are getting a little bit of a kick in the butt from the universe, but I feel like it's because the universe is trying to get you to see something, okay? So, you know, I'm just a messenger. All right, Pisces, that is what I have for you. Now let's go on to the earth signs. My throat wants to close. We're going to the earth signs. We're going to start with Taurus. Taurus, the bull. Taurus, the bombshell of the zodiac. Okay, what is your week looking like October 27th through November 2nd, Taurus? You bombshell, you. Okay. Taurus, what is your week looking like? Taurus. October 27th through November 2nd for Taurus. Taurus, the bombshell, the zodiac. What is the week looking like? What is the week looking like? Taurus. Ooh, okay. And we have the Fool. There you go, Taurus. Okay, we have the Fool, new beginnings. Aquarius energy. Okay, so you might be dealing with an Aquarius this week, Taurus. Here, the Fool, this is just trusting the process, trusting that wherever you're going to be, you're going to get there just fine. Also starting something new, something with technology, maybe learning like a new program on the computer, or you've got some new apps that you're learning, something, right? Or maybe you work in technology, but I do feel like something here with technology, learning something new, moving ahead. I also, with the rain here, I'm seeing the rain, so I'm also seeing like, be careful with the rain, with lightning, okay? Be careful with rain, with the lightning, or you might enjoy the rain this week. This might be a week where you're enjoying the rain if it's raining where you're at, you know? I feel like he's so happy, so I also feel like emotions. This is emotions, being happy. We know the rain has to do with emotions, your feelings. So again, it's some type of happiness this week. Taurus, like I said, looks like you're starting into something new. Maybe you're working online now instead of having to go to work. Like there's something here where you're online, maybe networking, maybe connecting with people online. Now I'm seeing a spider in my mind's eye, so definitely the spider is about connections. So maybe you're working online, you're meeting people online, or you're getting work clients online or friends online, something, right, where you're connecting, you're networking. And I see you being happy because he's on top of his little house. What does Taurus love? To be at home, right? They love, that's their comfort, that's to be at home. So maybe you're doing something from home that is making you happy. That is like, it's a good feeling for you, Taurus. Okay, all right, so let's go on to Capricorn. What's going on for my Cappies? October 27th through November 2nd for my Cappies. Cappies, what is your week looking like? October 27th through November 2nd for my Cappies. Okay. Cappy, I've got two cards. I'm going to put them back. I'm just going to take a peek at them. We have the King of Wands and then the Two of Cups in the reverse. Cappy, maybe dealing with a player, or maybe you are a player. Oh, we got the King of Cups. We got the King of Cups, who's the furthest one from being a player, and then he shows up, right? So maybe you had been dealing with a player, and now we got the King of Cups, good old Charlie Brown showing up. Okay, so the King of Cups is Scorpio. So Cappy, maybe you're dealing with a Scorpio this week. You know what, Cappy? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go back and look, but I think for the past like 2-3 weeks, you keep getting Scorpio. You must be dealing with a Scorpio, Cappy, or you might be in that Scorpio energy, right? So we do have the King of Cups. He's very empathetic. He's very crafty, very artistic, very musically inclined. So maybe music this week, you're maybe dealing with music, or maybe you're getting messages, you know, you're getting downloads through music. You Capricorn is also a sign that I always feel gets their messages through music. And then with the King of Cups showing up here, it's like it's meant for you. Like that song you hear is meant for you, Cappy. Like trust, it's meant for you. So I do feel like this week you're going to be getting a lot of messages through music. That is the energy you're definitely going to be in. He looks very happy. Charlie Brown is normally he's not too happy, but in this card he's very happy with his little cup, and he's standing on some little on a little step so he can reach up here for his little cup. So it's like reaching. So I'm hearing about reaching. So you're reaching another step up. So listen, Cappy, whatever you're working towards, keep going, because it's like you're going to step up. You're stepping up your game, and nobody works as hard as a Cappy. They're definitely boss energy. They're always boss energy, but you're like the loving boss. You're the caring boss. You're like the one that, you know, you're not cold. You're like, I'm there for you. So also, like I said, this could even be a relationship coming in, a loving energy, because like I said, we did have the King of Wands and the Two of Cups in the reverse. You know, it could be like a karmic connection, player energy, just getting rid of somebody that wasn't a right fit for you. You know, whether it was a relationship, friendship, co-worker, employee, whatever, it's like getting rid of that and actually bringing in someone, a connection that is right for you. Okay, because like I said, that message, that song is meant for you. Whatever you feel it is, it's meant for you. That is your message. That is your, you know, your sign. And so it might also be like with this person or whatever the message, you know, this person might be the one, like this, the right person, the right fit. There's a right fit for you here this week. Okay. All right, Cappy. So now let's move on to Virgo. Virgo, what is your week looking like? October 27th through November 2nd. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Virgo, what is your week looking like? Virgo, what is your week looking like? I'm seeing a sink. I'm seeing a kitchen sink. So it's like that expression, everything in the kitchen sink, right? Like throw everything in the kitchen sink. So maybe you're throwing something in and the whole kitchen sink too, but I'm seeing a kitchen sink. Or are you cleaning the kitchen sink? Well, you know, Virgo's always cleaning something, but something about the kitchen sink. Having conversations over the kitchen sink. Let's see. What is your week looking like, Virgo? Okay. And we have the Queen of Cups. Look at that. We just had the King of Cups for Cappy. And now you, Virgo, you got the Queen. You know, Virgo, maybe you and Cappy this week are getting together, okay? So the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Okay, so, or this is your energy, Virgo, you know? Very loving, very nurturing, very motherly energy. She is on, she's on, what's his name, Schroeder? She's on Schroeder's piano. And look, to Cappy, I was telling them about music. There is a connection with me. Cappy always has a connection with music. But this week, their connection, their sign, their message is going to be through music, through a song, whatever. It's going to be through music. And then here you, Virgo, your card is Lucy singing, probably out of tune, just like me, on top of Schroeder's piano. Okay, again, with music. So again, you and Capricorn have some type of connection. Maybe you're going to get your messages through music too. This is a very nurturing energy. Maybe a song that reminds you of like your mother or your children or something like that. Something that you really feel like takes you back there in a nice place, takes you back to a place that it feels good. Okay. She has her cup and she has her finger. So she's almost kind of reminds me of like the magician, but he's like this, you know, as above, so below. So it's like there's something here, Virgo, that you're trying to bring in from the top to here, to your reality. So you are working on something. You are working on bringing something that you're speaking into existence into your reality. There's something you are bringing it in, and it could be through music. Maybe you're a musician, right? Maybe you're a singer. She's singing, she's really belting out that tune. So maybe you're a singer, or again, you're going to get your messages through music this week. You're going to be like, that's my song, that's my message, that's about my man, that's about my mama, that's about my kids, whatever that's going to be for you, your message. Okay, all right, so that is your message for the week. Now let's move on to the air signs. Let's go to the air signs. Let's start off with Aquarius. Aquarius, we never start off the air signs with you, so let's start off with you today, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, my humanitarians. And today, if you check out my 31 Days of Halloween video, tarot messages, today I did bring up Aquarius a lot because today is the 27th, which breaks down to the number 9. 9 is the number of the humanitarian, and that is Aquarius energy. Aquarius, you are the humanitarian. You are the one that always wants to give. You're always the one giving. So anyways, Okay, shameless plug of my video, right? But yeah, so go ahead and watch that video. It might have a message there for you about, because the message in that video today was about, like, you know, the number 27 and connecting, you know, how it connects like with Aquarius, because you guys are the humanitarian, you want to be giving, and when you're not giving, that's what fills you. And when you're not giving, it's almost like you have an empty feeling, and you can be surrounded with jewelry and gold and money and all these things that people think that's what's going to make you happy, and that's not what makes you happy, Aquarius. What makes you happy, what fulfills you, you know, is to be giving, you know. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what is your week looking like October 27th through November 2nd. Okay, October 27th through November 2nd for Aquarius. Maybe that's why we're starting with you today, huh, Aquarius? Because of the number. Okay. Oh, Aquarius, we have the 9 of Wands in the reverse. This is Sagittarius energy. So you might be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you might be in this energy, which is, you know, the 9 of Wands in the reverse. And again, 9, right? Speaking of the number 27 today, 2 plus 7 breaks down to a 9. And so we do have the 9 of Wands here, which is fire element, Sagittarius. And so Aquarius, this week you might have a little bit of a battle, right? There might be some battles that you're going through where you're having hard days, and it's like one thing after another, one conflict after another, and it's like you want to give up. You just want to give up. You know, the 9 of Wands, right? He's known as the wounded soldier. He's that soldier that comes home from battle. He comes home from the war, and he has his head bandaged up, and his arm is in a sling, and his leg is all messed up. He's got crutches, so he's really been through it. So you might have been really going through it, but it's in the reverse. So I like that when this card is in the reverse, because it tells me that you see the bigger picture. Like all the things that maybe make you feel like wanting to give up, you don't give up, because you see there's a bigger picture to this. There's something better playing out. There's something better on the other side of this battle. Once you cross that hill, you know, of the warrior in, there's something better there for you, and you're looking at that. That's where your focus is. You know, you might be like, I'm surrounded by war and battle and all this conflict, all this troubles, but I still have my focus on getting over to the other side of that hill. And on the other side, that's where it's good for me. So that's where your focus is. And I like that for you, that even though you're going through what you're going through, you know you're still not going to give up, because you know that you're focused on the other side. There's something you want, whether it's love, happiness, money, whatever it is, whatever makes you so happy. That's what you're going towards. And so you're not giving up. So props for you, Aquarius. Keep going. Don't give up. Okay. All right, so that is your message for the week. Now let's go to Libra, October 27th through November 2nd. Okay, what are my bougie Libras? What does your week look like? And I'm just kidding, Libra, kind of. I'm not really meaning to call you bougie. It's just you guys be dressing. You guys can't leave the house without looking to the nines, you know? But I'm like, look, I'm just put on my sweatshirt, my sweatpants, and I'm out the door. That's not Libra. I am not a Libra, as you can see. Okay, so let's go and see what are my Venusian Libras week looking like October 27th through November 2nd. October 27th through November 2nd for my Libras. Libras, what is your week looking like? My Venusians, what is your week looking like? What is your week looking like, Libra? I'm seeing in my mind's eye, it kind of looks like an arrow, but it's not an arrow. So I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out for you, Libra. But I don't know. It's kind of like an arrow, but not an arrow. So let me see. I don't know. And arrows point, right? They point to certain directions. So I don't know. But it's not really an arrow. Oh, we have the 10 of Wands. We have the 10 of Wands here. Oh man, look at him laying there. No, this is the 10 of Swords, right? Let me see. Hold on now. Yes, this is the 10 of Swords. It's the shovels, not the baseball bats. Yeah, I'm like, wait a minute. It does look like wands, right? But once you look down here, they're the shovels. So this is the 10 of Swords for you, Libra. So something has come to an end. But this is the card that I also call painful reset. So there's some type of pain through this reset. Again, it's kind of like, who got the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse? Who was it? Gosh, I don't remember. Anyways, it's kind of like that energy. It's kind of like having to start again, but it's not really what you want. It's, you know, there could be some sadness here too. There could be some sadness with this painful reset. It's almost like you've been forced and pulled to do this, you know. So whatever this ending was, it's almost like you were forced into this ending, and it's not feeling so good. It's not feeling so good to be surrounded by all these shovels, right? And what do shovels do? They dig, and then so they can bury. So it's like maybe somebody has been digging at you, or messing with you to try to make you feel a certain type of way, right? Let me just check these off. Hold on. To try to make you feel a certain type of way. Maybe somebody's been digging at you, or digging at you to bring out some type of emotions that, you know, that are just going to upset you. There's nothing but dirt surrounding him. Nothing but dirt. And the shovels are for digging. So it's like maybe somebody's been digging dirt on you, or somebody... Hold on, Libra. Because again, I was seeing something like an arrow, but it wasn't an arrow. Could it have been like a shovel then? Look, a shovel kind of has like an arrow look to it. Like this week, somebody's probably digging, trying to get information from you, or you've been digging into something, and it's like whatever you found out, it's not the best. It's like not what you wanted to hear. So there's something here that's come to some type of end, also because some type of revelation, something that came out, okay? You know, maybe something that came out about you and that ended something, or you found out something that came out about somebody and you're like, oh, I don't want to end it like this or for this to end, but well, this is how it has to be, okay? So this could also be somebody passing over, you know, maybe somebody has crossed over. If somebody has, I'm deeply sorry, Libra, my condolences. So there could be a lot of a little bit of down energy this week, a lot of thinking, a lot of contemplating, a lot of being in your head. You're an air sign, so you're always going to be in your head, but I do feel like this week it's a little more like, didn't want to think that, didn't want to feel that, like, just no. So something like that. Okay, I'm really sorry, Libra. I hope you do have a great week ahead, though, okay? All right, let's go on to Gemini. Gemini. What is your week looking like? October 27th through November 2nd for Gemini. Ooh, Gemini. Let's check that off. Gemini, what is your week looking like? October 27th through November 2nd. What do we have here on the bottom? We have the Five of Wands. We have conflict. Gemini, trouble follows you everywhere. I almost feel like with Gemini, their middle name is trouble. Trouble. Everywhere Gemini goes, there's trouble. Okay, Gemini, what is your week looking like? October 27th through November 2nd. 33 minutes in. 3-3. Third house. That's Gemini's house. That's your house, Gemini. Communication. So maybe something with the communication this week, right? And we did see the Five of Wands on the bottom. Maybe some hard communication, some troubling communication, some makes me want to beat your ass communication this week. But let's see. Gemini, what is your week looking like? Okay. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Look at that with Linus. Oh, I love him. Okay, Four of Pentacles is Capricorn energy, earth element. Could also be Taurus, Virgo, but it's mainly Capricorn. So you might be dealing with a Capricorn or an earth sign this week. Gemini, okay. I see that maybe you're holding on to something, and it might be something that is hard for you to let go. Maybe you need to let go. And again, communication, right? Maybe you need to say some things that have been hard for you to say, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to say them. You're going to let them out, even though they might bring a little trouble, a little friction, a little conflict with the person or these people. You're going to let it out. You're going to say it. Or maybe you're still thinking of holding on to this. You're like, I'm still hold these words. I'm like, Gemini, you want to say them, right? But you're not going to. Okay, so we do have the window here for some reason that's standing out to me. And the window here, you know, we look out the window and we see, right? We're like nosy and we see who's out there. So it's like trying to see what's on the other side too is what I'm getting for you. You're trying to maybe even put yourself in the other person's shoes too is what I'm thinking. You're maybe trying to put yourself in their shoes, or you're trying to see things from the other side, get the different perspective. But there is something here that you are holding on to. Could even be money. They say this card kind of reminds me of what do you call it? Like Oh, I got the word now. I'm like, what is that word? Like that word, tightwad. Like when they say, oh, that person, he's a tightwad, you know, because he doesn't spend no money. So maybe this week you're a little bit in that energy of trying to hold on to your pentacles because you're not trying to go out there and be all crazy and silly and spend it on nonsense, right? This week you're probably being a little more conservative with your money too, you know? So I do feel like maybe if you're shopping here with the window, you're just window shopping this week and not buying everything that your eye catches, right? So, you know, but overall, I see your week being steady. It's a steady week. I see here for you. You got the little flowers here, the little red roses on the vase. You have a vase with flowers, and you have the red cow. It's a comfortable, steady week. You know, it looks okay. It's just, it looks like, yeah, you are trying to think of the words if you are going to say them, or maybe you're not going to say them, but you are kind of going over in your head. And he does suck on his thumb, right? So it's kind of like you don't want to say something you shouldn't. So again, I feel like you're putting a stop, you know, to your words. So again, it's like you're like, oh, I want to say this to this person. I want to say it, but I'm going to hold back, you know, not today, Satan, you know, that type of energy. Because again, Gemini, trouble is always looking for you, and you're like, I don't want trouble, at least not today, not this week, right? So that is your week, Gemini. So let's go to the fire signs now, okay? Let's start off with Sagittarius. What is your week looking like this week for you, Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Oh, look, and as I'm cutting the Temperance in the reverse, that is Sagittarius energy. Wow. Sagittarius, what has you in the reverse this week? Okay, what has you this way? All right, let's see. Sagittarius, what is your week looking like? October 27th through November 2nd. Let's go. Sagittarius. I'm seeing a garden with a butterfly. Very pretty. Do you have a garden, or are you going to be somewhere where there's like a butterfly or butterflies? But I'm seeing a very pretty garden with a butterfly. Maybe you're going to spot a butterfly this week, Sagittarius, and that will be your confirmation from your spirit guides, your ancestors, or whatever you connect with, that, you know, that they're with you, that they're listening to you, that they're helping you, that they are with you on this journey. Okay, what else do we have? I just saw Barbie, too, in my mind's eye, so maybe a Barbie. Maybe you like Barbie, maybe you're buying a Barbie for yourself or someone, all right, or just going to see Barbie. Okay. And we have the Six of Shovels in the reverse, okay? So we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Gosh, Sagi, I think you already had this card. Was it maybe not last week, maybe the week before? I'm not sure. But, so you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagi. I do feel like you feel like things aren't moving forward because this is the card of movement. We're going to a better place. We're moving to a better situation, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, we're moving to a better situation. But being that the card is in the reverse, we're not doing that. It's actually maybe the opposite. Maybe we're feeling stuck. Maybe we're stuck in traffic all week. Maybe we wanted to move because Sagittarius, you're all about the move, right? You're all about the journey. Maybe you wanted to move and it doesn't look like things are going to happen, at least not right now. Or maybe you wanted to actually just go somewhere new, right? A new restaurant, a new place to discover something, right? And it's like, oh, it's like not the moment right now too, is what I'm feeling. Oh shoot, we do have Snoopy. What is that with his bow on his head, with his dog food bow? He has it on his head like a hat. Okay, so yeah, maybe not being able to even eat the food you want this week too is what I'm getting with that food bowl on his head. It's like you wanted something this week and you're not going to be able to get it. So maybe you wanted to go to that restaurant and you're not going to be able to go. You wanted to go to the grocery store and buy those ingredients to cook, and they don't have those ingredients. It's like there's something that you're feeling like just there's no progress right now. With you, I always feel something with the legs too, though, with Sagittarius. I always feel there's something with your legs. So maybe like with your circulation. Also, again, feeling like you're stuck because maybe your legs are hurting and you can't really walk this week, or you can't go for that run or that jog that you normally like to do, or something like that. And that is kind of preventing you from that motion. And I always feel it's with your legs, Sagittarius. So maybe also needing to go to the doctor and seeing maybe there's like something with the circulation or something going on with you, Saggy. Let's see what else. I also feel like somebody else, like going to like somebody else's house too. Like maybe you were going to go to somebody's house and then you're not able to see them, or you're not able to, again, something about the movement. Maybe you're stuck in traffic and you missed it, or you were going to go see that movie and you were too late and it already started. It's like there's something here about like not being able to get there. Okay, there's a stuckness here with you is what I'm feeling. And like I said, if it wasn't last week, it was the week before too, like this stuck energy. And I'm constantly feeling too that like it has to do with like your mobility or with your legs or something like that, Saggy. And you are known to have very strong legs. You have legs that are strong as a horse, right? You're the centaur, you're the half horse, half man. And so you have those strong horse legs. So maybe your legs are sore, they're hurting something, right? Maybe you've gone to the gym and you've worked out too much and your legs are sore. But I feel like there's something that you feel like you can't get to though. Like something's blocked here. Interesting. All right, Saggy. Well, that's what I have for you for this week. Now let's go to Leo. My nose is starting to run. Leo, what is your week looking like? October 27th through November 2nd for Leo. Leo, you might be dealing with a Libra this week. I have a Libra calling me right now. Okay, let's see what your week is looking like this week, Leo. Leo, October 27th through November 2nd. Leo. Leo, too many cards, but we're going to peek at them. We have the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Look at that. Thinking about the past, really sitting there and reminiscing on old friends, family members, people that you have like known for a long time, people that you've known for years. You're thinking about them or they're thinking about you, but there's this replaying things over in your head, you know, like also missed opportunities, you know, the should-haves and the could-haves and the would-haves, that type of energy. Okay, let's get you a card. Let's see. Ooh, 2 cards came out, but I'm only going to take the one that came upright and the other one came backwards. Let me see. Oh, it's the Judgment card in the reverse, though. And then the 8 of Wands, which is fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Judgment is Scorpio energy. It is Pluto energy. It did come out in the reversal. So it's like somebody's not getting a second chance. There's communication coming in, some type of fast movement. So maybe somebody's going to call you that is thinking about you a lot. Somebody from the past, like I said, with those other 2 cards, either you're heavy thinking of somebody from the past or somebody from the past is heavy thinking of you. They might hit you up. They might call you. And you're going to be like, thanks, but no thanks. Not today. Okay? And like I said, Judgment is Pluto. It is Scorpio energy. So somebody from the past, this could even be somebody that is in your family, or somebody that is like even calling about money, to ask for money. They owe you money, or they need you to loan them money or something like, because I do feel like there's some type of money involvement here in this communication too. So yeah, they're going to call you. They're going to, yeah, I'm going to say they could text you, email you, whatever, in whatever form they want to contact you. But I do feel more it's going to be through conversation. They're going to want to talk to you. And I do feel like they're thinking of you heavy, but you're not wanting to have contact with this person. You're not wanting to interact with them. You're wanting to keep a distance is what I'm getting to. It's like you want to, no, don't call me. Don't call me. But so it looks like this week something is going on here. But there's also something good happening too, okay? So there's also something good happening for you this week, you know, besides that person trying to contact you and whatever they want from you, I don't know. But I also see separately, aside from that, I also see something good happening for you. I'm seeing the X-Men. I don't know. Maybe you like the X-Men. Maybe you like the X-Men, but I'm seeing the X-Men. I'm seeing the X-Men shield, their like logo, the X, the shield. I'm seeing that too. So, maybe an X, right? An X-Men. Oh, X-Men, and might be an X-Man. Oh, okay. Maybe that, right? But I am seeing the X-Men, so maybe you like the X-Men or somebody likes the X-Men. But I do see something good this week here for you, okay? I do feel a lot of people want to talk to you too. I don't feel like it's just one. I feel like a lot of people want to communicate with you. Some for good reasons, some for bad reasons, but I definitely do feel like there's a lot of people that want to talk to you. Okay, Leo? But I mean, when don't they, you know, Leo? I mean, you're a Leo. Come on now. So that is your week, okay? So let's go ahead and get into the last sign here. We have Aries. Aries, what is your week looking like? October 27th through November Second, it is so freaking hot. I'm going to pull the sweater off right now. Ooh, Aries. Ooh. Maybe, yeah, maybe you're feeling hot too, right? Maybe, or you're looking hot. Aries, we know, is like, they're known to be like the hottest sign, you know? Everybody thinks they're so hot. Maybe people are seeing you as very, very hot. And look who's here. Look who showed up, Aries. Speaking of being hot, the Knight of Wands. Snoopy here as the Knight of Wands. You're coming out very strong, very present in your weekly message, okay? So the Knight of Wands, fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. But this is for you. This is your energy coming in very hot. People looking at you, people taking notice of you. You also may be taking charge of things, saying, oh, I can do that, or I'll fix that. It's like you, I feel like you being very handy this week, Aries, like rolling up your sleeves. I'm going to go fix that dishwasher. Like you really taking the initiative to put in the work and to be helpful, to be handy. And then like I said, also it's getting you like a lot of attention, a lot of eyes, a lot of people being like, Aries, I didn't know you could do that. Aries, I didn't know you could change that tire like that. Like, you know what I mean? There's something here. I feel like people are going to find you very attractive. It's just hot. Like I said, I feel like taking my sweater off, right? Maybe people want you to take your sweater off, take your clothes off. But I do feel like there's a lot. Look, here with the moon in the clouds, like people are going to look at you like they want to know more about you. Almost like you're a mystery, Aries. Like they want to know more about you. Like, tell me more about yourself. What do you like? And what do you do? You know, like maybe going out, maybe dating. Maybe that's what you're going to be doing this week. Maybe meeting new people. Maybe new people to go out with, or friends, or, you know, it doesn't always have to be like connections, that hookup type stuff. It could even be meeting new friends, people that are very interested in you. You know, they find you to be like very like, wow, like Aries is so cool. Aries knows so much. Aries can do so much. They roll up their sleeves. They're the friend that I can call, you know, when I need that couch moved, or they're the friend that I can call, you know, when they have like the recipe that I need for, you know, whatever I'm making. So it's like, just, you're very alluring this week, Aries, is what I'm feeling. You're very hot this week. Definitely very alluring. Now, where is Snoopy going? Oh my gosh, I didn't even see. He has his bat with him. He's holding his bat. I mean, I don't want to have to explain what all this. The Knight of Wands, he's very hot, very attractive, very good looking. Whether it's female or male, it doesn't matter which you are, Aries, you're just very attractive. And Snoopy holding his big bat like this, it just kind of says something, right? I mean, you know. So anyways, that is your week, Aries, okay? I hope you have a great week, Aries. I hope everyone has a great week. Okay, that's all I have for you, and have a great week ahead. Bye.